A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bears ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense to go on the attack first. They're productive in the running game. It'll depend on Zion Johnson, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
And this running back, man, he's been so much fun to watch this season. Like, he's been doing what he wants, and this offense has stayed on schedule, stayed on script. Now, this is going to be a challenge. This is going to be really, really fun. I think we're going to figure out, Palmer, how special he is. Can he carry this offense against an elite challenge on the other side of the football?
Yeah, and he's going to have to make people miss. That's going to be a big key today because the lanes aren't going to be there the way he's used to seeing them. And this is a defense that takes a lot of pride in their ability to game tackle as well. So this may require a little bit of extra effort. He may have to make people miss behind the line of scrimmage just to get positive yards. But one thing you know about this guy, he's got elite ability, but this is a massive challenge. Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass. It's Duckworth. Here comes the heat. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bears offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And again, the play clock runs out. A second straight delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go. Freeze.
He's looking to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reed. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking for a man. It's Duckworth. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. From the gun. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Bears have this offense rolling. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both...
Makes the grab and room to run. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Keeping his eyes downfield. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bears! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Snags a quick pass on the left. Makes the tackle. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't skipping.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. Quick step and go. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Bears. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells to run, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He's got it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man on the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They're working that left side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Duckworth. Out wide right, it's Reed. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he just handled it poorly. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Over the middle, it's Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. To the air, it's Duckworth. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistent.
Grabs it. Touchdown Bears! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about, because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Rebels sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Off play action on 1st down. Caught. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. He's at the scoop and score. Touchdown, Bears.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to...
Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to touchdown Baylor. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Duckworth. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't set his feet.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Matthews. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Smith. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught by Smith. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 3 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Michigan State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Waco. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Smith with the grab over the middle. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Drops back on first down. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Smith. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The option, the keeper. Nice move there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, this zone read play is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Out wide right, it's Cunningham. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Hits inside, it's Priestcorn. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Davidson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Right side, it's Davidson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Left side, it's Terrell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Keeps it himself. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Oh, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Underwood, look out. Out wide left, it's Lindsey. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Turns it upfield. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Right at the line. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Rebels send out the punt unit.
Number 33 on to punt it away.
On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Caught on the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, and And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw it. Under pressure. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Crosses the 45. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cunningham. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Running inside, it's Thomas. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out wide right, it's Cunningham. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Straight ahead, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Maybe got some room, entered to the goal line. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year with that last pass.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turn.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. There he goes. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw one first. throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Smith. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt